hearts because one is lower than the other, so they're like teardrops. Hi you guys, it's Moody Dreamer here. I'm not really here to present any art or anything. I'm just here to talk and let off some steam and let off some perhaps their insecurities or just things about my practice and where I come from and the things that I like. There's a lot of stuff involved in like why I'm doing this. God, I've like tried to say this and I've tried to say this over and over again. I've tried to like figure out how I want this conversation to go. I'm calling this a rant. It is a rant, meaning that everything expressed in this video is an opinion. And just like an asshole, everybody has one. That doesn't mean it's right, that doesn't mean it's wrong. And I feel like it's more based off of like how I feel and not necessarily like the reality. So that's a really big distinction that I wanna get across here. It's something that can be weighed on. So with that being said, disclaimer, I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't mean to make anybody feel any type of negative feelings. I mean to come at anybody or anybody's culture or, you know, just any way people decide to create art. I don't want people to walk away from this feeling like my rant is calling out anybody else, if that makes sense. Opinions are not a true reflection of what's actually happening in society, how society is actually working. They are literally just points of views, opinions. I don't mean to offend, but I also understand that having an opinion is by default an offense, especially in today's culture. I'm an artist, I'm a figure model, and I'm a mother, and I'm a partner. Also, I'm Black. If you didn't notice, I am Black, African American. I like Black better. I don't know, I just think Black is a more accurate representation of the culture and the people that come from it. African American isn't offensive to me or anything. And I'm trying to figure out how to be all these things and pay my bills, cause that, my friend, is super fucking hard. If I can say so myself, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I guess I really need to start out with the type of art I do. I would classify myself as like a pop surreal, lowbrow portrait artist. Most of my work is figurative. It usually employs some type of magical fantasy element. That's just how I was raised. You know, it's just what I was attracted to. It's what I gravitated towards. And with all that being said, I guess my real one question is, what is Black art? What is Black art? Like, what is it? I'm Black. I'm Black. Like, I'm just wondering, like, how is my art perceived? Is it perceived as a Black artist, or is it just perceived as art? Like, what makes something Black art? I guess that's like the real question. I think the reason why this is a real problem in my community is because Black culture is continuously appropriated. Is Black art incumbent upon the person who creates it? Do they have to be Black? Or is it more a measure of the actual subject matter? I guess I'm asking this too also because I'm somebody who's Black and I make art. Is that equal Black art? Does Black art have to speak to the community as a greater whole, or can it just be beautiful art made by somebody who's Black? But I feel like if you're like me, if you are a Black creator and you don't create stuff that is tied to the culture specifically, either, you know, through civil rights or, you know, like ethnic struggles, racial struggles, and you know, all that type of stuff, like, are you making Black art? Or is your content going to be a part of the great Black art umbrella? I feel like as somebody who has, you know, who was born in a Black neighborhood, who grew up around Black kids, who went to an almost like a Black high school, mostly Black, I never really felt accepted, and I'm sure I'm not the only Black person that feels like this. You know, all my anime kids, where you guys at? My anime kids, I was one of you guys, so, and I guess like this is a discussion that I just want to have now. I'm tired of like having it with my friends and people who aren't necessarily feeling this to the same degree as I am, because I really just don't really know like where I fit in sometimes. I know what I like. I know the type of art I love to do. I know like what I'm attracted to aesthetically. I know all those things. I feel like, you know, for a long time, the art has basically primarily been stuck in the civil rights movement, and nothing wrong with that. Like, I love historical art. Every part of the art world has its strengths, has its importance, and I guess I'm just wondering like where I fit in with that, and where my art will take me. I'm so lonely. I've just been so lonely, like making the things that I like, but also like having somebody understand like the Black experience. It's lonely out here. So, you know, you were probably that one kid that loved all these things that were just not really a part of your culture. And just like how that changes people's perception of you within the Black community. You know, I feel like for a long time, us weird Black kids have always been on the outside, and I just want to see us succeed. I want to see us propel ourselves. I want to see us, you know, create our own beautiful Black fantasy. As I personally, an opinion, don't really feel like the Black community accepts my type of art. And by the way, there is a fundamental difference between the Black community and the Black art community. They're two different things, just like there's an art community and just a regular community. They're separate. This is separate too. I've just never really felt accepted by it. And I'm not sure if I want to be, or if I'm just annoyed, or just like, I don't know, feeling salty, or I don't really know what the word is right now. You know, I really don't know where I fit. I feel like I'm not the only Black girl who feels like this. A couple of other Black YouTubers that have touched upon this. MissDarcei touches upon it, and also Timaloveslemons touches upon being like a Black girl not into Black girl things. I guess that's like the best way to put it, you know, not really being into the culture or the music, or really gravitating towards that, but you know, just gravitating towards other things and how those things influence your style, your art. I'm one of those people. I really feel like a lot of Black creators who create content similar to mine, or, you know, similar to like more fantasy, or more just like outside of like what Black culture is, I feel like we don't feel supported. An opinion. Again, I asked this question, what is Black art? Is it, what is it? I really don't know, because there are a lot of non-Black artists who do beautiful works of Black people. I am a figure model. I've met a ton of them. They do beautiful paintings of me, do beautiful portraits of other Black people. So is that Black art? You know, and then, or is it from the creator? Like, is it because I'm a Black person creating this art, it's Black art? Well, like, that's my issue, like, with this whole term, like, Black art. Like, what is it? How do you separate, oh, this is just art, from, like, this is Black art, you know? Because I guess I feel like I'm a Black person. I create art. I incorporate Black people in my art. I incorporate a lot of different people in my art. But I feel like when I go on Black platforms and when I share my art, it's not really accepted. I feel like they're looking for a very specific type of imagery, and I'm just wondering like where that comes from, and do other communities do this too? Like, it doesn't really matter. You know, it doesn't really matter, you know, but maybe it does. Maybe it does. I don't know. But that's like really where I'm coming from, because I feel disconnected, and I feel like a lot of support in the beginning should come from your community. I'm ready to support all of my weird kids, all my weird Black kids who are just trying to be who they are, you know, and I just feel like it's really hard. This is no shade to any other person who is a different race or from a different culture. Everybody has their own struggles. Everybody struggles with what their culture and what their families want from them and what society wants for them. I'm just saying this coming from a Black weird girl perspective. Hey, I'm just excited to see the type of art that's gonna come out of it. Like Inktober was amazing because I got connected to so many cool weird Black girls who love to do gory makeup, who love to do bloody makeup, and whenever I see you guys, I'm always just like stoked and I'm excited and I'm super ready to support you and draw you. And also I find beauty in everything and a lot of things, so I don't like to limit myself. I guess I'm just riding the wave. Just riding the wave, I guess. I don't know, I felt like way better now. It felt like way more political earlier. Like when I was like doing the dishes, I was like, I'm about to go in, I'm just so fucking tired. That's like really how I felt. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting me. Shout out to everybody who's watched this video. Just thank you guys for listening and hearing me out, as I definitely want this channel to stay positive and stay more about the art, more about the dreamy and the fantastic, because that is the type of stuff that makes me happy. You guys are interested in any of my art. I do have some drawing videos. I recently finished Inktober, so I did do a few drawing videos of that. I'll also have a drawing video coming out later this week that I am just about done editing. Hopefully I will be able to talk a little bit about my figure modeling and all the things that has granted me. And so if anybody is interested, please go ahead and give this a like. And if you think you're gonna enjoy my content, if you think you will enjoy more stuff like this, or if you like to just be magical and play and do flower stuff, because I love flowers. Like for real. Just go ahead and, you know, follow me and find my Instagram, find my Tumblr. All of that stuff will be in the description box below, so go ahead and take a look and just enjoy the rest of your day. It's like weird. I feel better. Like I'm in a better place. I feel like I have to get this out. And then I'm like, okay, like, bitch, like, get back to reality and just keep making work. I really just want to encourage people to make work. And if you do have doubts, it's okay to have doubts. And it's okay to second guess. And it's okay to feel the way you feel in that moment. And just, like, recognize what it is for what it is. A feeling. Not fact. Yes. Okay. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said, like and subscribe. I'm Moody Dreamer. And have a good day. Bye. You know, it's like I'm tired of like all of our movies being about struggle. I'm tired of that shit. I just want like some Black people to do like some magical shit. I'm just so ready. I'm so ready. I grew up on creepy stuff, scary stuff, fantasy stuff. But when you get older and you understand that society is going to put you in a box and view you through this very specific box, and you just kind of want to like be who you are and be accepted and not have to get put into a box, like, you know, when you're young it doesn't really matter, but right now it matters. It matters because you know, it's like you get up day after day and you're constantly doing work and you're getting recognition, but you know, it's like what is this? What can I do with this? You know, like that's just how you feel some days. And just thank you guys for listening and hearing me out. I hope you guys like this little talk. I hope to, you know, get some feedback. Who knows if anybody will ever watch this. I hope somebody watches this. Like, can I get more than 20 views? Come on.